Welcome back, friends. So today is going to be a lot of fun for me. You ever use these? The old RV water filters? Well, we hook them up for the weekend, then we take them off, put them in the pass-through storage, and there they sit. What's inside of these things? Well, today we're going to find out. And I'm going to cut up my old one, and then I'm going to cut open a new one and compare. This should be a lot of fun. Okay, before we get to the real fun part, a little bit of backstory here. We've had this water filter here for about 6 months. I would say around 12 trips. So there's going to be about a month's worth of whatever this is going to catch, about a month's worth of it in this filter. Now, two things. One, to try to take care of these, to try to lengthen their lives, before I hook this up at the campsite, I'll actually run the spigot for a second. And probably about half the time, there's some significant sediment or rust or whatever else that'll squirt out for half a second, and then the water runs clear again. So this is really common for pipes, especially at campgrounds. So it's not catching that. I'm trying to take care of this thing. And secondly, another way I try to take care of this is I will actually, when I unhook it, I will actually, in the way of the flow, the water flow, I'll actually sling it around. Literally, I'm sitting there breaking down, slinging this thing around, trying to get all of the water out of this, so water's not just sitting in it for weeks at a time. Okay. Then I'll set it right side up so the water still flows in the correct direction, and whatever's left will drain in the bucket. I've never seen any water in the bucket, so I think this thing's about as dry as it's going to get when I put it up. Okay. So again, we're going to cut this one open, and then we're going to cut a new one open and compare. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I thought I would do for just for some fun, I love this type of quote-unquote science, is measure how much they weigh. So these are the exact same filters. One's got a newer label, I guess. But I can already tell the old one, I've labeled it old one, the old one certainly weighs more. So it's either got sediment in there or it's still wet. So let's see what it weighs. Looks like you got a little glare right there, but 569 grams. Now let's put the new one up here. There's the new one. 410 grams. So yeah, there's a big difference there. Let's go see what's inside these things. All right, kiddos, don't try this at home. I'm a trained professional. I'm not sure at what, but I am a trained professional. We're going to do the new one first. And these things are tough. Wow. All right, let's keep going. Holy crap, these things are no joke, man. Whew. Man, so you can start to see there is charcoal in it. That's a good sign. That is the charcoal part. This thing is really put together well. Let me see if I can get something to pry it open. Oh, there we go. Okay. Very cool, man. All right. Let's see if you can see all that. Let me go grab this piece that came out. Here we go. So, looks like the water comes in here and hits this with that filter first. Then all that's full of all this charcoal, which there's a lot of that, man. I'm impressed with that. There's a lot of charcoal. That's a good cup and a half, 2 cups of charcoal for sure. The plastic's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know it has to hold pressure, but wow. And then so it has to go through this, and then it comes down here, and it's forced again through this filter. And that's where it comes out. So, here's our first piece that we'll be comparing. That's the new one. If you can see that. And then, also, this is a brand new filter on the exit side. But yeah, man, this thing is put together really well. Kudos, Camco. Wow. All right. Let's cut open the old one. All right, we get rid of all this stuff first, just so we'll have a reference. Okay, let's get going on the old one. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Man, that last one was a pain to open up, but we got it. Let's do this. Alright, so the first thing I already noticed is the charcoal's got to be wet because it's not dumping out like the last one did. Yeah, I can even hear it steaming a little bit from that. Alright, here comes the charcoal. And I gotta make sure I don't mess up that filter. Make sure you can see this. First filter there at the front. Plastic is hot, buddy. Certainly expected it to. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You can see that. Well, first things first, is certainly doing its job. That's a good sign. Doesn't stink. Now, this charcoal is damp for sure. No doubt about that. This filter is doing its job. Looks like I think this still had some life in it. I don't smell any mildew. I don't smell any moldy smells. I think. Okay, so this is starting to crystallize. Oh, interesting. So this is hardened into like a. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice and wet too. I don't know if you can see that. It's starting to stick to that top part. So that was, in comparison, you can kind of see, yeah, that's a big difference. And then also our filter, that's also a big difference. But I don't see any like mold or mildew, or that was my concern. And I'm happy to say, I don't think we have. I'm looking at my hands after I grabbed the charcoal to see if anything's getting on them. I don't smell it. Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell like anything actually, except a little bit of burnt plastic. So yeah, it's very interesting how this has started to crystallize to itself. It's even got a little bit of. Let's see if I can get a close up. If you can see that or not. See that color? I don't know what that is. That's rust or. I mean, that's hard as a rock. Well, like it's soft limestone. Oh yeah, look at that interesting color. Huh, I have no idea. Comment, let me know what that is. I don't know what that might be. But I'm just happy there doesn't seem to be any like red flags after storing this thing for 6 months and going through 30 days of camping. Okay, so what can we take away from this? Well, this is my takeaway. I definitely think these filters can last 6 months. Shouldn't be a problem at all. The construction is, I don't know if you can see that, but see if it'll, there we go. The construction is better than I thought. It really is. A lot of charcoal in there, 2 good filters. Obviously the filters are doing their work, but I do think this has a little bit more life in it. This is your pre-filter, so this is not the last thing your water sees. It still goes through all of that carbon, and then also the post filter as well. And of course here's the new one. But yeah, I'll definitely continue to use these. Camco does not sponsor this. Camco has nothing to do with this. They did not send me these. Obviously they wouldn't send me something to cut up, I don't think. If you want to, go ahead. But yeah, these are good. Yeah, I'm going to link them in the description box below. You can find them there. But yeah, I thought today was fun. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video is useful. Please, it really helps the channel when you guys share with your friends. I know lots of RVers that use these, and they'll be happy to see that they're doing them some good. Have a good one, guys. See ya.